Here with Mark Goldberg after an entertaining but 2-0 defeat. The result isn't everything in games like this, though, is it?
No, I think we wanted to be competitive at least, and it's all about what you learn about your players, where we are, how they're fitting into the way that we want to play, how they are in terms of levels of fitness. And all in all, I would have taken a 2-0 defeat against the Championship side while we're learning what we're learning. But most importantly, what I'm really pleased about is the fact that we contained them. They didn't really trouble us too much. We forced them to play out wide. They did catch us with the long switch early on, and I think there was a mix-up with Joe and Nathan Green that they kind of put their hands up, and Joe was ended up flat-footed, but their player took it really well, and he still had a bit to do, and he finished very well. That was a top-class goal. And then I was so disappointed at half-time because I said to the boys that, if we hadn't have given away the second goal, and Luke knows, you don't hold on to the ball in the middle of the park that long when you've got a player up your back, and certainly players of that quality. And we didn't need to give that away. It was a soft goal to give away, but because other than that, 1-0, it didn't look like a game of a Championship side against a National South side. So we told them that at half time. We said, let's try and impose ourselves a little bit, believe in ourselves, and impose ourselves a little bit more in the second half. And in all fairness, even with all the changes, so pleased with how the players are adapting to the way that we want to play. And I think we probably had, we didn't have clear-cut chances, but we caused them a few problems. And did they cause us a lot of problems in the second half? Not really. So all in all, I thought it was a really good display by our side for this stage in the season.
No, there's just the one where they hit the bar in the second half, wasn't it? But apart from that, I don't think Dan had a lot to do, did he?
No. Which our shape is, I don't want to get carried away. It's very early doors, but everyone knows how we want them to play, and we're playing a certain shape, and I'm just so pleased with the way they're adapting, and they really find it hard to break us down. And if a Championship side doesn't break you down that easily, then you've got to be reasonably confident that that we can contain sides in the National League.
Couple of injury concerns. Adam Coombs going off in the 10th minute was a terrible blow, wasn't it?
Yeah, massive disappointment for us. Obviously for him, for us, it's not a major injury. He was sensible enough, he was very tight, and he knew that if he carried on it would go, and then it's 6 weeks, whereas maybe it's just a few days. And so we don't have to be overly concerned. It wasn't the most important game for us to take any risks.
I did see he was stretching out a lot before the game, so I don't know if he was feeling it already.
I think he was feeling tight. He probably should have made us more aware before the game, but then at the same time, we don't have a lot of options up front at the moment. So the reality is we probably are looking for another striker, because when Adam's not available, we don't really have that target man. And with the style of play that we play, we do need a target man.
If you did sign another one, would that mean that someone would have to go out? So have you got wiggle room?
We did have Kudos went out. He's gone on a dual signing, which leaves an opportunity for me. I'm just biding my time for the right person. I might look for a loan player. Obviously our budget's really tight, so I'm going to have to call in some favours from some managers in the Football League.
And was Sanchez Ming, he didn't come back for the second half, was that just done his 45 minutes?
He wanted to carry on, but in all fairness, he took a knock very early on. I think it was a bit of a hospital ball back to him, and he's so competitive. Really pleased with Sanchez. I know it's only the first 2 games, but all of their attitudes have been really first class.
And he had 2 players who managed to play the full 90 minutes, which is quite good for this time of the season.
Yeah, I mean, look, Joe Anderson, a lot of people would say that he's, age-wise, he's the other side of 30 now, but he showed today he's come back really fit. He didn't struggle at all. He's got the composure, and he reads the game so well. I mean, he can only be a great asset for us. And Cookie, for a 30-year-old winger to put in that sort of effort throughout the game, and to finish with eight 80 seconds to the end of the game and he's still running at players in the middle of the box. You know, he's a leading example to everybody.
He created a lot of problems as well.
Yeah, he's you know, when I knew that we were losing Brendan, you know, there was only one player I had in my mind to bring back into the fold for me, and Cookie and I are, you know, very close. It's the Bromley game, Bromley days, and it's great to have him with us.
I think he's had a couple of difficult seasons. I think he'd say that himself, and he's now got a smile on his face again.
Yeah,
so he'll play better.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, certain managers have different ways of playing and don't suit wingers as such. So, you know, I do play with wingers. My wingers have to be able to defend. So as long as they can defend and do what we ask of them, and what they can do going forward is obviously how we're going to break down teams. But if they can do both, then you know, then they can fit into the way that we play.
And there's no Archie Johnson today, is that?
No, Archie just was on holiday. So there's nothing, you know, we would have liked Archie to have come on and given Joe some breathing space, but no, there's nothing underlying there. Just, you know, Archie's away. I think he's back for the next game.
And the next game's Thursday, isn't it, Glebe?
Yeah, we've got Glebe on Thursday, and then next Saturday we're going to struggle. We've got two centre halves who are booked the weekend off, so which means we've only got one centre half for next week's game against Dover, but. It gives me a chance to have a look at a couple of new players, because if we do get injuries to either of our three centre halves, we're going to struggle. So last year we had 5 or 6 centre halves, I think, and this year with the budget that we've got, you know, I've got to be really careful. And it'll be a good chance to maybe see a couple of new faces next week.
And are you looking at it being a strong squad you're sending to Glebe? Will it be?
Well, I think players that need game time. I think certain players might need just to take it a little bit easier. You know, we'll have to see what injuries. You know, often during the game, you're all hyped up. Next morning, you start feeling a few aches and pains. We'll have to see where everybody.
You've got Thursday and then Saturday. It's 2 games in 3 days. So
and then we've got Tuesday again. So you know, we've got quite a good schedule ahead. I mean, ideally, you'd like to play some teams where we can start getting some confidence, scoring some goals. You know, to play Charlton after playing Bromley, you know, and then we've got Gillingham and we've got
Dover,
and we've got Millwall under 23. So it'd be nice if we could get 1 or 2 scoring opportunities, get a few goals somewhere down the line, and we don't go into pre-season without a win.
Apart from possibly another striker and possibly another centre half, do you think the squad's about there now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we took the team photo today, and I'm not wasting all of your time. I think we might just add 1 or 2. Whether there'll be loan players or not, I'll have to just see how we go from there. But I'm all in all, I'm pleased with how we're shaping up.